Hi, my name is Laurel, and I want to just be with you for a few minutes to talk to you about what a breathwork session might look like and feel like and be like. Thank you for your curiosity and your attention. This breathwork session has the possibility to transform so many parts of your life. It can ease the mental stress, it can discharge stuckness in your soma, in your body, it can open your heart space, it can bring you clarity, it can help you discharge grief and anger and sense of betrayal and open up portals to other dimensions. There is so much possible within a breathwork session. I have done plant medicine, I have done Vipassana, I have traveled the world, I have a master's in spiritual psychology, and nothing comes close to what a breathwork session can offer when I surrender, when I release myself, when I trust my body and my breath and my heart to be the navigators of this system instead of this mind. So this is a brief introduction to help you understand what's possible, what it might look like and feel like for you as you get curious and experiment with this breath of yours for healing, for clarity, for stress management, for body relief. I like to have a nest. You'll hear me say, get your nest ready. For me, it looks like a yoga mat on the floor. I have a pillow that I can use to scream into if I want to muffle my scream, or I can put under my knees to support my low back. I encourage you, if you're going to put a pillow under your head, to have it be a very small pillow just for that comfort. If you can be completely flat, that's great. It kind of keeps the whole channel open. I also like to have an eye mask to cover my eyes. I'm a very empathetic and porous being, and so I'm very much altered by the environment that I'm in. So covering my eyes is super helpful. Also, another thing, helpful tip, depending on if you're sharing space with somebody, having earbuds in is very nice. It can make a very inward journey. I like to have tissues close by if I'm moving grief or moving sadness or moving other emotions, which will come up, which can come up, which are not surprising if they do come up, to support myself. I also like to have a blanket close by because the body might get warm, it might get hot. I like to be dressed in layers, anything to help myself be more comfortable. And then I also keep my journal close by for afterwards for any of the insights that may have come forward in the session itself. So that's how I start myself. That's how I build the nest. I would encourage you to figure out the things that work for you. To the breath. The breath comes from a long line of a yogic tradition, thousands and thousands of years. It's quite simple, but can be very challenging. And it's simply a two-part breath where we take in a full 80% in the diaphragm, the low pelvic area, 20% in the chest and the heart space, and then a letting go, release. So it might sound something like this. All in and out through the mouth. The rest of the time, the rest of your day, you're breathing in through your nose, in and out through your nose. But for this, for the power of moving energy, for the ability to clear this channel that you are, to open up those energy centers, we want you to be breathing in and out through the mouth, through the mouth, through the mouth. So I'm going to lay down and show you a little bit about what that might look like and sound like. And, you know, the mind's going to get busy and active as it always does and will. And like, am I doing this right? Should I be doing this differently? We can expect that the mind is going to be with us for the first several parts of this playlist, this song list that I will choose for you. And we're just going to breathe all the way through it. So it's nice to put the hands on the body to support yourself, breathing a deep diaphragmatic belly breath in the chest, letting it go. And it can get faster and faster depending on how you're feeling and the rhythm of the music. Yes, yes, yes. Always encouraging yourself to be present, to be focused, to be intentional, to remember that you've arrived, to be curious, to be open, to be willing, to surrender more of yourself to your greater self. It sounds easy and it can feel very challenging. So the idea is that you stay super present to the breath moving in, out, through, in, out, through, in, out, through. There's a playlist that's around 40 to 43 minutes. The majority of the playlist is active, about 30 minutes of active breathing, that active breath that I was just demonstrating. And about 2/3 of the way through that playlist, I will encourage and invite you to make some sound. There will be a song that has more explosive energy, louder energy, and that's where you can scream into a pillow, or scream straight out into the space that you're in, just letting people know that you may be screaming. It's a great tool for releasing energy, for releasing any blocks that may be present in this area. It may not be that comfortable to invite yourself to scream, but making any sound is going to encourage your whole system to open up, and that's what we want, to be more open, to be more clear, to be more authentic, to be more present. And in doing all of this concentrated breathing, there are things that can happen to the body. There are tensions that can come forward in the body. You might notice that your mouth gets very tight and paralyzing and it's hard to move. You might notice that your hands get into this claw configuration. You might notice tension in your shoulders or your pelvic area or your feet. That's all very normal. Change in temperature is normal. Change of emotion is very normal. There might be some tensions that come forward in your body. As long as you know that you are in control, that you have your foot on the pedal, you can either press the gas and breathe stronger or take it off and coast. Knowing that these reactions will go back to normal once your breathing normalizes and your body settles down. Yes, the whole body also might get very heavy, feel like you can't move your body. It kind of triggers the mind, like something's wrong, I must be doing something wrong. No, sweet ones, you're doing something absolutely right. Settle your breath, feel your body, keep going. Your sensations will normalize. After the screaming song, there's another song of active breath. I'm going to be with you, encouraging you, witnessing you, and then the playlist gets very quiet, very sedate, very calm, where you get to enjoy the benefit of having moved all that energy with your focused, intentional, active breathing, and then you can just breathe normally and relax. Just let your body float, feel your body, tune in to any insights, memories, imaginations that might come forward. There's always a poem that I read at the end of the playlist, and then send you back off into your day. I appreciate your time, I appreciate your attention, I appreciate your willingness to consider exploring this tool as a way to transform your life and your experience, your sense of self, your sense of safety, your sense of sovereignty in this reality. There are lots of people looking for healing, looking for safe places to come and explore their feelings, and the container that I hold has the quality of this beautiful spirit, Kuan Yin. Compassion, compassion, compassion for exactly where you are on the journey. I want to give thanks to my teacher, Jason Amoroso, and his wife, Maura, who host and teach Revelation Breathwork. I have learned a lot from them, and the space that I hold has a lot to do with the space that they hold also. Heart energy, the energy of compassion, the energy of authentic living. So lots of respect to them and the community that they grow. I still myself practice this weekly. If my system is getting crunchy or tight, more than once a week. So I encourage you just to come and explore, to trust yourself, to trust your life, to trust your body, to know how to clear, to navigate, and to be more present in the beautiful life that you're creating. Thank you again for your time and attention. Take good care.